Okay, so we're here today so that we can replace the fresh fruit evaporator fan motor in the GE French door refrigerator. Freezer's on the bottom, French doors on top, and if you have the same problem, maybe this will help you out. What we noticed was that we first noticed that there was ice accumulating underneath our crisper drawer, and we'd pull out our vegetables and they would kind of be frozen. So if you take this out, you can't see it now because we cleaned it up, but there was all this, like a sheet of ice that accumulated down here. And so that was an indication, I guess, that our fan was going out. And then eventually the fridge just stopped cooling. So we're like, okay, it's time to replace that. So I wanted to walk you through that today. So you take all the, you're supposed to unplug the fridge and let it defrost because I guess there's coils. We're going to be working your coils, and it's not good for those coils to be frozen because it could attach onto the plastic and you could really damage the coils supposedly. So you want to make sure that your fridge is nice and defrosted. And we're going to go ahead and start here. So you take the crisper drawer out, all the drawers out of the way, and we are going to, this is a 1/4 inch lug, and we're going to go ahead and take these 2 screws out. Oops. And then you're going to take this top out. And then in here, you're going to take same 1/4 inch legs. There's screws kind of deep in here. We actually had to get an extender for our drill here so that it could go deep enough. We were using just a hand wrench before, but we needed something kind of longer to fit all the way into that hole. So we should be able to just pull forward on that and this will just come right out. Make sure you don't lose these screws. Okay, so this one has 2 screws. So we have to make sure that we get both screws out. Don't lose the screws. Okay, so your next step is you're going to pull this out. And this is actually the fan. We're gonna take that out. And we're going to, there's 5 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to unscrew this panel. Should take this off. Like this. So this is the fan that we're going to, motor fan that we're going to replace. And the cords go into this little tube. You got to just kind of work it out of this little tube back here. You're going to pull it straight out. And then you're going to replace it with a new one. And we will have a link to how to buy this on Amazon. And I would recommend that you buy a GE genuine part. That last one that we pulled out was not a genuine part. We had replaced this last year and it didn't last very long. So this is why we're having to do this again. So it's just not worth it. It's too much work to have to defrost your fridge and do all this stuff, it's just pay a little bit more and get a genuine part for this. We're gonna put this right back in. Okay. And you know, while we're back here, I'm gonna go ahead and just get all this water out where it had defrosted around the coils before I put everything back. So now that we've dried up the drip pan from under the coils, we're gonna go ahead and put this piece back in, and everything is done in reverse now.
Very careful not to hit the coils.
Yeah, we wanna make sure we don't damage those coils in there. So this, you can see that little curved part goes inside of those little things that stick up. So I think now we're lined up a little bit better. That's stable back there, and we're gonna put that plastic cover back on. Goes in there. And then we're gonna put the side pieces back on. Now the one on the right side, our right side looking in, had 2 screws, so we know this is this side. And you can kind of see how it's supposed to fly in there. Push it in. You'll see that kind of circle come into the slot. And I'm going to put the other side in same way. You can see the circle goes in, you're going to push it back, and you know it's all the way in. Okay, so those are in. We're going to put the top panels back on. And the 2 screws. Okay. There you go. So, and you could just put your crisper drawer back in there and all your other drawers back in there and plug it in. It should work now. So hopefully that helps you out some. Make sure that when you're doing all of this that the refrigerator is unplugged with no power so you don't hurt yourself. Hopefully this was helpful. Okay, bye-bye.